No, because we're not bringing that much stuff, right?
Be good.
Bring that shit.
What you were saying about Cardi B?
I was
Wait,
saying, get a job.
I agree with you. I said the same thing when the joint didn't have a choice with Diddy, but y'all didn't agree with me.
No, but nobody in the fucking world, man or woman, nobody should be solely relying on another person. Yeah, I'm gonna say it. Nobody in this world, man or woman, should solely be relying on another person to take care of them. If you're a grown, if you gotta do some weird, strange ass shit, and this is the only way you can pay your bills, then you got some looking in the mirror to do. For anybody.
Reg, real quick. Omar, just provide the context of what we're talking about.
Thank you, real quick, because we did just start the episode, and it's ending off.
Okay.
This is the Patreon. This is the episode, right? Or no?
Hopefully, but nonetheless, for context, we ended our YouTube episode on the Cardi B and Offset breakup, but specifically alimony. Offset is asking Cardi B for alimony. For additional context, Cardi is estimated to be worth $100 million, Offset $30 million. Okay.
So they got to meet in the middle.
Give me that.
Spousal support.
Yeah. He's wanting something. Yes.
Right.
That's wild.
Yeah.
So
I wouldn't do it, but
yeah, I think you look a little.
I think it depends on the situation.
Why?
Okay, so, and this is my opinion. One, as a man, I don't feel like taking anything from a woman, right? That being said, if you start here and I help you build your career up to a certain point, and it just so happens
who built the career?
Let him
go ahead.
All right, and I help you build your career up to a certain degree, right? So say you're here and I'm here, right? And I build you up and then you skyrocket past me, right? Yep. And you have X amount of wealth, right? Does the person who helped you or assisted you in any way, and that's the whole thing of spousal support.
Saying they made hove.
All right.
Okay, so make yourself a hove. Now I ain't gonna say he probably
women
did.
sell different than men do. Women sell different than men do. There are no more factors.
You're not gonna make any of us
okay
believe that Offset is the reason Cardi is where she at, right?
He may have assisted.
Career.
He may have assisted in some ways.
None of us.
But she was already on that trajectory.
Hold on. You don't got. That's not your argument, right? That's not your.
No, it's not my argument.
Exactly. So get back.
So we could get past that. I'm just saying he definitely helped.
But we're not.
Migos was like the biggest thing. All right, we can move on.
You love the Migos.
Yeah, and that's just
not.
Right?
fan
So
base.
this is skewed.
Totally different fan base.
All right, cool.
He loves the Migos.
Right, cool.
I don't think that helps.
Totally different lane.
Listen to Migos ain't the ones listening to Cardi.
But Cardi on her way up, Migos put her on that track with Nicki Minaj. Like, dog, this shit helps. But
she still had Bodak Yellow. She had crazy hits. She had Love and Hip Hop. She had a personality.
Right?
Okay,
Cardi fans is those niggas.
Agree to disagree.
Yes or no?
Then let's take the Cardi B shit out, right? If you're in a relationship with a man, right? And it just so happens, as a couple, you decide, look at, what's her name? Tabitha, what's her name?
Tabitha Brown.
Tabitha Brown. So and there was another comedian later said it, but we'll focus on Tabitha Brown. While she's on her way to do whatever it is she's doing to blow up, as an influencer or whatever, he's holding her down and helping pay shit off so you could be free to go do whatever it is that you do, right? You build your career up, right? I was there, I was paying for the cameras, and I was paying for you to this, all the pots and the pans and the ingredients and whatever it was, right? You blow up. I was the seed investor in this, but I didn't do paperwork because you're my wife. It doesn't make sense. I'm thinking we're in this together. We break up. I understand. Now, this is a question, right? I understand things didn't work out. Am I deserving of anything, or do I walk out empty-handed?
I think in that event where you're talking about equipment and shit like that, that's something that could be handled on the back end, right? You know what investments you have made. But I think it's also not a good comparison, again, because how many times has Offset been caught cheating? They're married. You violated your vows, right? So Tabitha and her husband, they're not in that same situation. So how can you really you weren't focusing on your career for years. It doesn't seem like he's been putting out a lot of music for the last few years. Has he?
He hasn't been connecting.
Okay.
So he hasn't been investing in himself. If he was a rapper already independently, and she's a rapper independently, I mean, I kind of just feel like, maybe y'all both should be working towards growing. Not just, hey, I'm going to grow you and I'm going to sit back, and if my shit don't pop off, you got to give me some of what you got. While I cheat on you with tons of fucking bitches. Now, if he was a faithful dude and maybe they separate.
The
Wow,
That doesn't make sense.
Because that doesn't.
You love me that much?
Doesn't equate to the work.
Why are we talking about love?
Doesn't equate to work.
We're talking about bread.
Let's talk. Let's.
Cheating is a
stick-
violation of the vow.
It is a violation of the vow.
You kind of got a point with
Yeah,
that one.
okay.
If he wasn't cheating, nigga probably wouldn't be asking for spousal support because they probably would have split up.
Okay.
Cardi loved that man.
Nah, I think Tiff got y'all balled
Cardi
up.
loved the shit.
No,
Cardi loved the shit out of that
balled
man.
up.
She
Well, I'm
can't
saying
put his
this-
name. She said his names
Yeah.
in songs.
Word.
She had 3 of his motherfucking kids. She ain't
Yeah.
got kids with nobody else.
Yeah.
She loved that man.
But then she didn't.
She accepted his
Yo,
other children
Tiff
in
got
their
y'all
relationship.
balled up
She
right
loved that man.
You know the video of the nigga that's fucking Cardi doing this?
Yeah.
That nigga, you remember that? That's him.
So,
you know that
I'm
video,
saying-
meme of him
Yes.
going like this?
Yes.
To the reporter.
Yeah.
Too
What I'm
emotional, my
saying
nigga.
is,
She
when-
said 3 motherfucking kids to this nigga.
She did.
So-
Can't argue.
So
man.
then
she
if
watched
we're-
you.
if we're doing
just
it
gotta
for-
shut
This
the
is
fuck
Pat
up.
versus
Yeah,
Ren
if
now.
a woman-
Listen, what you tell
if a woman, was with a man,
Shut the fuck.
right?
Yo,
If a
you
woman
heard
was
him?
with a man for X amount of time, what you said?
Pat versus Rem.
This is Pat versus Ren.
Pat
Nah,
can't
Reg,
win.
you
ahead.
got
I'm
it.
trying to hear your
Nah, Reg,
point.
you
Go
got
ahead.
it. So, dog,
You can't win.
so Amar's not going to cape for
can't
no matter how
win.
unreasonable it is.
Get him right.
What was unreasonable? What was unreasonable about Tiff's argument?
This ain't milkshake.
Nigga, I was getting to it.
Oh, go for it.
Dog, shout out to
let me hear
Milkshake.
Let me hear this.
It's out Monday. Go watch our YouTube.
Salute.
Out already. Watch it now.
By the time this drops, it's
So,
out.
yeah. So,
Which
if
is
a
tomorrow.
woman-
Did you even
And I'm
schedule it?
asking for the equivalent, right? You said what?
You scheduled
Reg, tell me
Yeah.
the question.
Darnell,
If
let him
I
focus.
schedule it tomorrow, right? I have ADD, my nigga. I'm on the spectrum. Leave me alone.
I'm trying to save you.
Niggas got autism. You
are the-
already figured that. Yeah. I'm
Or the
too much.
spectrum.
You gotta be careful. That's too much.
Yeah.
Because niggas might. It's the wrong spectrum.
Add colors.
Yeah, I'm.
It's
I'm
the
just a little
month.
retarded.
It's that month.
Many colors.
I'm a little retarded.
Reg,
Stick
get
to
to-
that.
get to-
Be
get to your
specific.
shit.
Jesus.
So when you as a woman, right, we're supported for a man for years. Like say he's an athlete or whatever, so on and so forth. And then you cheat on him. You break whatever vows or you break his heart, whatever.
Wait, he's supporting me and I cheat on him?
Yes, he supported you for years.
Okay.
You haven't worked for 10 years because he paid for everything.
And I cheat on him? Go ahead.
And then you cheat on him.
See,
yes?
that's what.
Let's
that's
not
what you're
act
looking
like.
for.
Wait.
Well, hold on, but just her response right there is
I understand.
valuable. That's a virtuous
No,
woman.
I understand.
She says, "I can't even understand how
She's
that's a
solid.
thing.
But
It doesn't make
happens.
sense.
It
I
happens.
can't equate the two.
But
right?
Tiff,
But that's what you're looking for.
What happens is the nigga in that position doesn't have a lot of time to spend with the woman who's paying all these bills for. So she ends up possibly letting a broke nigga beat because he has all the time.
And this is
in the
what
world.
Offset did.
Nah, I'm not talking about Offset.
Oh.
We said generally.
Okay.
That's where we shifted. Am I wrong?
Correct.
So when she cheats, right? And then she goes to the courthouse and be like, well, he never spent no time with me and I was justified
Exactly
and
how
my
it
feelings was
goes.
hurt and I was hurting
Yes.
and so on and so forth. And I never worked a day. I took care of his kids and I did this and I did that. Don't I deserve something? What are we gonna say? We're just gonna be like, put that
No.
bitch on the street? Because I agree with you.
She doesn't deserve it.
So put that bitch on the street.
That shit.
All right.
She should have her own.
Clap it up.
All that money is the stupid thing. All that money you getting from somebody that you sitting at home not doing shit, you could be investing in something.
I agree.
Motherfuckers get to the
agree.
bag and just do dumb shit and buy fucking stupid ass jewelry and shit
I
like
agree.
that.
Can I jump
Oh,
in
you
real
about to
quick?
defend him. My bad. Go ahead.
No, I wanted to respond to Tiff, something she said a little bit earlier, which is if you're not doing anything, you're not deserving of anything. Does the job of housewife or even in Tabitha and her
You are
husband's
a
case,
magical nigga.
is the job of housewife a job, yes or no?
Absolutely.
So she ain't doing shit by your definitions, your standards.
No.
He
You
is-
take
Reg,
if you're
I talked to Tiff. Please,
if
give me
you're
a second.
home taking
My
care
nigga.
of children,
Yes.
man or woman, that is absolutely a job.
Right, but she's not earning. So is she owed something? Should he?
I thought we
For
were talking
whatever
about
reason.
men asking for spousal support, but go ahead.
Well, because you made the point that nobody is deserving of
Nobody.
anything,
No.
right?
What I'm saying is, I feel like every person, man or woman, should have their own skill set and their own stream of income for themselves. You are a dumbass.
But and now let me stop you right there. If your skill set is taking care of this household because that man is off earning all this money, right? Like LeBron Savannah, I don't know what her job is, her 9 to 5, right? Let's say she doesn't have one, so she's not bringing in her own money. She's spending LeBron's money.
Okay.
Is she worthless? Shiftless?
No.
No one's
Okay. Should
So
she
when-
get something in divorce?
So when she does cheat and LeBron knows about it, she leaves empty-handed.
She's not gonna cheat.
Hold on.
She
wait,
probably-
Come on, let's.
Question.
It's hypothetical. We won't even.
Okay.
This was your hypothetical, and we're saying, okay, she's leaving. Now what? She gets nothing.
So she's a stay-at-home mom and she cheats,
Yes.
then she gets nothing.
Hey,
No,
man.
No, hold
That's
on.
what I'm saying.
Now, if she's a stay-at-home mom and he cheats, does she get something? Because either way, she wasn't earning.
Yes.
And that was your point.
If he violates the vows, And if this is the situation where she has nothing and he violated that, also who files for divorce is also a very important.
Okay, you can add that
She
caveat.
said that files for divorce.
No, that's what I'm saying. He cheats and she files for divorce, then then sometimes a woman gonna come after that. You broke my heart, you hurt me, you violated these vows while I stayed at home taking care of these kids, then I can respect why a woman might be like,
Yeah.
you know
so
what?
you're not gonna tell her
I
go
held
own
you
your own
down.
fucking money. You're not gonna tell her go earn your own fucking money. You're not gonna tell her.
She
that.
should still earn her own fucking money.
She should, but let's say she don't.
I will say, and if you broke your fucking vows,
Yes.
then I feel like that woman is entitled.
I'm not tripping about that.
Yeah.
Omar, what do you think?
Yeah.
This is why prenups are important.
I'll get to you in a second.
Yeah.
Huh?
But I think this is another reason why a lot of women, like Halle Berry just got proposed to by her current boyfriend, and
Van
she
Hunt.
said no.
Yeah.
It's a lot of women who got to the bag, from Mary J to Halle to J-Lo, who end up paying this spousal support.
They
So
do.
sometimes it's a money grab, and it's not just gender based. It's not just about how much money a woman wants to get. Sometimes a man marries a woman, don't do shit with himself, sit back. Oh, I was her manager and this and that, whatever. Now that the shit done went left, or he was stealing or cheating. Now he wants some bread.
Kevin Hunt and Wendy Williams, and he's about to actually come out with a
Wendy.
tell-all.
Kevin Federline.
Wait,
Federline.
Yes.
Omar, so
Y'all
what do
said
you think?
Britney Spears' husband.
What do you think that woman should walk away with?
Brooklyn?
So my
Let Omar answer real quick.
Wendy Williams.
my response is it has nothing to do with gender. I think if you marry somebody, you're entitled to some of what they earn.
Even if you cheat.
I think there's nuance to anything. If you break the vows, then you put yourself in a very compromising position.
So how do you feel about prenups?
You
I think
didn't answer-
everybody should have a
You
prenup.
didn't answer the question though.
What was your question,
He
Reg?
said no. If you're the cheater, you're the one that broke the vows. That's different.
I did
If
answer.
you broke the vows.
You're looking for a
you walk
response,
away-
Reggie. You're not listening to
I'm
me.
not-
Go ahead.
He
No.
just said it, nigga. He just said no. If you're the one that broke the vows, you put yourself
Y'all know how
in a
Reg
precarious
debates.
situation where you don't get the money.
The nigga said nuance.
that.
He didn't say it.
That's what he just said.
How's it pop her
So,
than you did?
wait, so the woman walks away with nothing. Just to be clear.
If she
she's
broke
the one
if
that
she
broke the
broke the
vows,
vows, hold up. Let me
compromise.
just say it slowly, and I just want you to hear.
Yeah.
Don't interrupt me. Whoever breaks the vows, I do not care about gender in regards to alimony. Whoever breaks the vows, then you may not be entitled to anything.
Correct.
It's that simple.
I feel
But
that.
if you did not break your vows,
He said that.
you are entitled to
You
something.
compromised yourself. You
Yes.
Chance, your potential to earn.
If you don't break the vows, you're entitled to something.
said that,
though.
nigga.
Yes. And that's again not. I think Offset is entitled to something. I don't know what that is.
I think
Thanks for watching. For more content, please check out these videos. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And all of the good stuff is actually on our Patreon. Go subscribe.
What you thought? Tell me what you thought. What you thinking? What you thought? What you thought? What you thought?